Beast Boyoy. Beast. Bleeding Pyre. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I will be playing a little bit of Final Mod Pack next week, yeah. So we got a very early rendezvous, which is sort of good.
Moving to position.
The Faceless hits your haven for like a percentage of your income, so in a haven of 6, it's not actually that great to take the Faceless out. But it will be nice to get it, you know, dealt with now and not have to do it later. And it does give me some experience on Yura and some loot. I might play the Bureau.
Heading there now.
Move. Double time. On it.
Got it. Verstanden. Bin unterwegs.
This is just gonna be a rendezvous like all the other rendezvous. I've been rolling very well so far, Marco Senna. Like every roll on the strategic layer has been amazing for me.
Heading there now.
The only thing I would have liked that hasn't happened would be for like
Moving to designated
my
coordinates.
other girl op, which isn't giving me an engineer to give me something and not be a smash and grab. Because smash and grabs are not high reward compared to the other girl operations that you can get. But that's okay. With the way that cooldowns on operations or guerrilla operations activities, the way that cooldowns on activities works makes it so that you basically get all 4 of them in the first 2 cycles of missions every time. So we'll get a jailbreak next cycle of missions.
Nähere mich der Zielposition.
Heading out.
Heading out.
Position confirmed. I'm all over it.
Okay.
Have I ever used one of the rebel perks? Well, a lot of them are like passive, so you can't really avoid using them. I believe I've used Salvo. Some of them are like very obvious actives that you're just obviously going to use, like Walk Fire, which I have used, I'm pretty sure.
They're on to us.
A lot of the time a rendezvous is such a simple mission that you don't even really bother looking though. Like you do this,
That's it. Enemies down.
and then you kill the next pod with grenades, pretty much.
Wechsle
I
Position.
believe these have been more or less solved.
I'm trusting you here.
Moving to designated coordinates. Move into position.
Let's move already.
Reloaded.
Going now. Holen wir sie uns. Let's rock.
Ready to go. Ready to go.
Like, it's possible that there's a better way to approach the situation than what I'm going to probably do. I'm probably just going to walk into this pod out there. Oh no, it's coming to me. But it doesn't really matter, because, like, it always works. Sexy-cusk. Sexy-cusk. Sex-cusku. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Advent Officer Corps. That sounds like fun. There's 1 enemy active. What I'd like to do is put Yura forward. But I'm not sure that I can. I think we'll get Faceless. But the simple way to kill the officer would be both barrels. Maybe this does work. So I moved that rebel up to like flashbang the officer, but she doesn't have one of those.
Okay.
An understandable mistake. There's our faces.
Ab geht's.
You're gonna get shot once, probably.
Moving out.
I wonder if I have another smoke grenade. No.
What's over there?
Okay, well that's my fault.
Moving out.
Better close your eyes. I'm on it.
Moving over.
We want to be overwatching instead of shooting. We don't really want to shoot the Advent Officer in cover. And if we shoot the Faceless, it's just going to regenerate at the start of its turn. So if instead we overwatch against it, our damage, you know, will actually stick. It's going to stand in front of the shotguns. This guy's just going to shoot someone.
Taking fire over
Okay,
here.
it could have gone worse. See if we can finish this mission this turn. I think we can.
Ziel neutralisiert.
Yeah, Larnus.
Confirmed.
It's masochistic for the aliens who have to watch themselves lose. It's pretty masochistic. We'll see how it goes.
Moving on target location. Taken care of.
Can I say what I want in the classes to make them know? I don't really want to do that. That's stuff that I give feedback like that to Pavonis, and it's just sort of weird if I try to like lobby for certain changes publicly to the game. It's a thing that works much better if I keep like my suggestions for changes with Pavonis and just like analyze the game without doing that away from Pavonis. It just works better. So that's why I'm not like saying we should do this and we should do this and we should.
Our troops are making it look easy out there, Commander.
Yeah, that's
All
why I
thanks to
don't
you.
do that. So I feel like the reason to have soldiers who can shoot is to have Overwatch so that yellow alert actions don't work. Because you don't need a non-ballistic weapon to take Overwatch shots and stop yellow alert from happening. So I guess I'll go ever vigilant on a ranger. I think it's the best build with guns as well. Thank you, Mad Max. It's not really fair to call this a ballistics only run. I'm just not doing like laser and mag weapons or coil and plasma, but I'm still going to be like killing enemies with a variety of improved weapons, like not the advanced grenade launcher, but definitely like incendiary grenades. Maybe at some point we'll get an upgraded sword. Things like that will be happening. Gabrielle Brianti, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So that killed the Faceless. Didn't really get us much other than that, though, right? We got a data pad. The suppressor. Okay. And all the corpse from the mission, including a Faceless corpse. So I have quite a lot of stuff to sell at this point. If I finish contacting the black market, I should be able to do some good things with it. Also, incidentally, doing a rendezvous like that increases vigilance, so this region is going to reinforce very quickly, probably. Like, very quickly. Which is not good. Not really what I want. Okay, Wizard Market is contacted. I think I have to just buy a scientist. 115 supply is cheap. I'd like to hold on to the data pad, but maybe that's not reasonable. I don't think we need a Faceless corpse. We definitely need a sectoid corpse. We definitely need a drone rack. We don't need a lot of these. So I guess we do have to get rid of the data pad. I'll hold on to the scope. That'll go on guns early. The advanced hair trigger will probably be on guns throughout the entire campaign. That's 115 already. So I guess we're good with that. It's not 115. That's not how math works. Alien alloys. Do I use those for something in this campaign? I'm not sure that I do. Armor, eventually. Alright. So you have a scientist. We're about to have an engineer. We have to flip back to Intel here very soon. Maybe not quite yet. Let's fly. Yeah, the Wizard Market is a RoboJumper mod. And people who want it have been adding him as a friend on Steam to get a hold of it. So modular weapons would let us attach the weapon mods, and that is very much allowed. What am I building? Guerrilla Tactics School. I'm just gonna go for... Probably gonna go for modular weapons first. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Oof. How am I going to do an HQ assault? We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna do modular weapons first, and then alien biotech. We have New Mexico, New Brazil, and Western Europe. New Brazil is a haven of 6. Guess I'll pick that then. Decision sort of makes itself, doesn't it? Alrighty. I'm probably gonna do an HQ assault with like 7 or 8 early. That was my thinking. But I could also play one in mid-game just by hacking and things. I actually think that those sorts of missions will be possibly easier than others. 1 day 6, 1 day 21. So what I want to do is just scan here until the Extract VIP launches and then come back to Eastern US. We also want to start intelling. Vigilance dropped to 2, but I'm pretty sure we've already caused the aliens to come for us, basically. Pretty sure there will be a Legion coming, so our next set of missions will be Strength 3. This is vulnerable, the smash and grab already. I could do this now, and then scan with Avenger for like 3 days, come back, contact, scan with Avenger. That's like the sensible thing to do, I guess. We'll get a jailbreak out of this and miss out on the other mission probably, because we'll be doing New Brazil missions, which will be better. We don't know what strength New Brazil is yet, though.